Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to my sketchbook. Welcome to the 11th day of October, which is actually Jacqueline's birthday. Happy birthday, Jacqueline. We have this to say hello to the otters of Seaside Park, which is fantastic. We're working on the 11th prompt of Inktober. And if you look in the background here, this is something pretty neat. This was given to me by probably one of the coolest artists who also had a birthday not that long ago. Abby set me up with this. That's pretty cool. So it's going back here, and I'm going to put that up on my wall soon enough. So today we're working on the prompt of sting, and I've been kind of clued in as to what I should draw. So you probably notice a lot of what I have going on here kind of relates to Mario Brothers, Super Mario, Mario Kart, Nintendo related things. And so what I'm going to draw actually is one of the carts. Well, where am I going to put that? I'm going to set this off to one side over here. Ooh. And we're going to bring out this timer and let's get started. All right. So I'm going to zoom in down here, way down here. Oop. Kind of get it to lock in on something and see what we can do. All right. Well, I'm going to fill in this spot here a little bit and dip the pen. I'm just going to kind of rough it in just a little bit. Kind of like an elongated football is what I'm thinking inside my head. Okay. Now, I didn't memorize this perfectly, but I have an idea of what I want out of this. Ooh, that's really shaking a lot. I must be hitting something. Let me move this down a little bit here. Okay. I didn't leave a lot of room. I have a rough idea of what I want out of this anyway. Now for the wheels, I'm setting up the wheels like this here first, and then I'm going to offset that in order to make them kind of 3D a little bit, so I can see the top of the wheel here a little bit too. Put in some wheel design here. Probably should have had that set back a little bit further. That is okay. It is only a doodle. I can try to fix a few things if necessary, but we're not worried about this. This is for fun. And the word again is sting. What I'm drawing here is something that in Mario Kart is referred to as the Bumble V. So it's like, well, V as in number 5, but it's made to sound like B, which I think is kind of funny. let's see what I can do with this. I should write in Sting, as in Gordon Sumner, which is the real name of Sting. If you ever get a chance to meet Sting, just call him Sting. That's what you'd know him as. You wouldn't know him by, his birth name. There'd be no point to calling him by any other name than the one that he goes by. Let's see here. This seems kind of unusual what I've done here. Like maybe these tires should have been way bigger. I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. But we have 10 minutes. Where are we at with the time? And let me see here. Four and a half minutes left. What things can we do with this? Well, I can put kind of like little streaks for the windshield. Steering wheel should be around here as well. So I will say this much. Often when I sit down to do these doodles, I don't keep references in front of me. And the reason for that is I want to keep my brain as active as possible. So I will look things over, and sometimes it could be a day or two in advance. It could be same afternoon, same morning, whenever, but then I try to draw the stuff without actually looking at it in front of me. And sometimes it's a pretty good fail, and sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes it's from memory of drawing something quite some time ago, too. This, so this right now is Saturday morning. When I was told about this was on Wednesday. So that's when I looked this up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. It has a pretty easy shape, I think. So I looked over a few parts, and that is it. I'll compare this at some point in the future to what I was supposed to draw, and we'll see how close it is. If it's not exact, I'm not that worried about it. But it's just for fun. So it's sort of within recent memory that I would have saw or has seen this. But yeah, I think this should have been back there a little bit further. That is okay though. Over each wheel is almost kind of like a bee wing, like a fender bee, bumblebee wing. So I tried to keep that in mind. Initially, what I was going to draw was the honeybee, like the queen bee. But I don't know if that would have suited me to do that. Let's see here. How much time do I have? A little less than 2 minutes. I'm just going to drift over here to this thwomp. I'm just going to fill in those eyes there. I'm going to curve these teeth. Anyway, let's get back to this. So that is the sting. Let's draw a little bit of this going on. Although, you know what? Let's not make it seem like it's driving because there's no driver in it at the moment, so we'll just create some shade underneath it. That's probably a little bit better. Fix this 11. So yes, today is Jacqueline's birthday. Now, Jacqueline just so happens to be my absolute favorite human being on planet Earth. So today will be a day of great celebration and ice cream cake, and that could be awesome. So again, happy birthday, Jacqueline. All right. So that's it for that doodle. Ooh. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out. That is a Bumble V racing cart. And as it relates to the prompt of Sting. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. And yeah, come back and hang out tomorrow. And we're going to draw another picture. This one's going to be shredded. And I don't have a perfect idea for that one, how that will relate to Super Mario, but I'll figure something out and doodle something, and that'll be it. All right. Ciao for now.